All right, we back, baby.
And we back.
And I didn't blow the speakers this time. This is awesome. We're getting into good groove, guys. This is episode 145 of the Werkz, and we back with another special episode. I do want to start off and say that this November is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. So we're going to dive deep into mental health with the next two episodes. Like, we usually do that a lot, but this month I really want to focus on men's mental health and just mental health in general. So we'll dive deep into that in today's episode. First, I do want to start off. Yes, the Dodgers won the World Series, right? But
Oh, did I?
Yeah, I think you popped it.
Yo, hey. My first time.
Ooh. Yeah. Hey, no. Woo, it's the first time for everybody. Pop that cherry. I do want to start off and say we want to give prayers to Alex Vesia.
Yeah.
I knew after they posted it was like deeply family, situation that he had to step away from baseball and he didn't come back for the World Series. I was like, I know there has to be some death in the family.
Yeah, something catastrophic.
Yeah,
for sure.
With something like that, it had to be. And he posted after the World Series that he lost his kid, and that was very heartbreaking. I think a lot of people, especially people who have lost their loved ones or their child, it really hit home. And then to know that he had to step away, obviously that's a big burden to carry, and grief to go through and all that stuff like that. So shout out to him. Prayers to his family and his wife and everybody involved in that, because that's tough, man. Heartbreaking.
Yeah, definitely.
So I didn't want to stop and say that before we started. And then man, fucking Dodgers won the World Series.
Hey,
shit, bro. And
I did watch the whole game. Wow, whoa, what's going on?
So what?
Okay, is that better?
Yeah, you're good. You're
good. Yeah, I watched the whole game. Well, no, I'm not gonna say it was started from like the third inning, but essentially the whole game. Man, I was on pins and needles,
bro. It's a roller coaster of emotions, bro. And it's funny because I was sitting down and I was eating. It was during the 8th inning, and right before Max Muncy hit that home run, I'm sitting down, I'm eating, and I'm starting to feel like, man, we're gonna lose this.
Yeah, it's like everything was just going wrong.
And then I'm like, I put my head down and I'm like, I think we're gonna lose this. I think it's over. And then my wife goes, have faith. And I was like, in my head, I'm just like, like I'm just like whatever about it. Like, I'm already in the sports brain, so I'm like, this is the way the momentum's going. Like, I don't know if we're gonna. The way
everything was going, yeah definitely. I was reading it too. I was just like, oh man, like, I just kept watching it. I don't want to get too into it because I don't really know, but I was like, hey man, there's a few plays right there that we really messed up that could have gone our way, and we didn't. And I was like, oh, all right, well, I think we're really not gonna see them win.
Yeah, we beat ourselves to the point where Toronto let us win that game. And I think that's one of those where, like, I don't care what you say about the Dodgers, bro, but it's like there's a saying in sports, to beat the champ, you got to knock out the champ. And if you just, and it's true in boxing. Like, if you fight a champion, if you go all 10, 12 rounds and it's close, they're going to give it to the champion regardless. And that's how it went. Like, the game was fucking up and down, and I thought it was over at 8th. Max Muncy hits that home run to tie it, and I'm just like, what the fuck, bro? We're back in this shit.
We're back in it.
Yeah, and I was like, holy shit, right? And we go with extras and all that shit, long story short, all that shit that happened that we could have lost the game in those 9th inning and the 10th inning and all that shit like that. That shit was crazy. But fortunate we're able to come out and be back-to-back World Series champions is awesome, man.
For sure, hard fought, for sure.
Definitely. Emotions, everything. I think this is one of those where I don't know. Like, I don't want to say we're not gonna do 3P next year, but it's very hard to win one in baseball. To win two in baseball, and the way we won is crazy. And a third one, I'm not sure if we're gonna have the mental capacity and the drive to finish that one out, because that's 3 seasons essentially, right? 162 games. That'd be 162 games times 3 plus playoffs. That's a lot of games in a row.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know, but shout out to the boys.
Yep.
Another one for the books. And I was telling my kids, like, man, I was able to see a 3-peat for the Lakers. I was able to see a back-to-back with the Lakers with Kobe and Powell. I was able to see now a back-to-back in baseball, which is fucking nuts. And I was like, all I need is a Raiders to win the Super Bowl, dog, and I will be complete. Like,
yeah,
you know, that's fucking. I don't know if that would ever happen.
And Hamilton to win another one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was like, I've never seen him win one, so it'd be awesome to see him win one before he leaves, and maybe that'll be a storybook ending.
Oh yeah.
But again, I mean, look, it happened for Kershaw.
Hey.
Right.
Yeah.
He got his storybook ending, went out on top. I think that was one of those two where I was getting sad in the 8th inning because I was like, man, this is his last season. He's gonna go out. You know, I don't want to say a loser, but he didn't get to win another World Series before he went out. But it's a storybook ending for him. Hopefully Hamilton can get that storybook ending with Ferrari. That'd be awesome.
Yep.
And I think it all lines up for him though. Like, it's going into a new car, new everything. He gets to be in charge, and you know, you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
All right, let's get into our mental health check of the week.
Yep.
I'll go first. My week was very smooth, I guess you could say. It was smooth, ordinary, average.
Smooth criminal.
For real. The whole week was just flatline, like just literally plateau. Nothing went bad. Everything was smooth. I was just trying to get through the week. Nothing really crazy exciting. Other than yesterday, my daughter had her first actual like real performance for cheer. So that was good for her.
Shout out.
She did very well. I was really proud of her. And then, yeah, I mean, other than that, everything was cool. We're riding high up from the World Series win. I mean, the only low of that week was the Raiders lost to the Broncos. We look like shit. So, yeah, we're officially tanking, guys. I don't know what else to say, man. I'm totally done with the Raider team right now. I don't know what to say. I mean, every week I'm like, man, this team looks bad. And then we get to another week and I'm like, man, I didn't know we can get that low. I think we go lower, but whatever, man. It's football. Yeah, so I'm going to rate my week a 8.
That's good.
I'm going into my 5th month of working out consistently. I feel good.
Hey, let's go.
Feel great. And I want to officially say I've transitioned from assisted pull-ups to no assisted pull-ups.
Hey, there you go.
5 full pull-ups, and I'm very, very stoked about that.
There you go.
Finally did it. I'm here. And I got to keep going, but you know, that was one of my goals of working out, was like I need to do at least 3, and I did 5. And it was funny because I was gonna do another week of the one band and try to do 20. That was my goal, but then I was like, you know what? Let's just try a regular pull-up without, you know, the band and blah 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 blah. And I did 5, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck? I was like, all right, we ain't doing no assisted pull-ups anymore. Like, we don't need it.
Let's go.
So yeah, man. So how are you doing, Chris?
My week is, you know what? I'm sad to say, I don't know why I'm saying it, but I was like on time to work all week. Like,
oh shit!
I didn't. I wasn't late.
So yes, you were on time that day. I saw you on the street.
Huh? Yeah.
What time do you start work? Actually.
Well, see, look. Okay, so let's go back to what happened on Friday. I can leave later on Fridays because the traffic in the morning, for some reason, there is no like crazy traffic. So Fridays were never a big problem for me. But anyway, like I got onto the street and we're going down the street, and obviously I'm looking up and I see this crazy fool just outside, like waving his hand, and he's like, look, and I'm like not paying attention. I'm like listening to the radio. I'm thinking about work, and I'm just like, fuck's this crazy guy? Like, I don't know this fool.
It's like 8 o'clock in the morning.
And I'm like, man, I don't know what. Like, I don't know him. So I kept driving, and then all of a sudden it just kind of hit me. I was like, and I look at the license plates. I'm like, Raiders. I was like, oh shit. And I look, and this was still looking in the rear view mirror, like with a big ass smile, like, hey. And I was like, oh shit, it's Ray. But it took me like, what was it, like a 15 minutes?
That's what I'm saying.
Like 10 minutes, something like that.
Because I just want to preface that I fucking hate that light, that double light.
Oh,
I fucking hate that light.
Yeah.
I tell my wife every time we drive down there because I take my kids to school all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking hate that light. It's so stupid, right? It makes traffic. That light makes the traffic.
Yeah, definitely does.
But yeah, so we're pulling up, and I'm gonna stop, and I always look in my rear view. So I'm looking. I'm like, I see your car coming down. I was like, is that Chris? And you come up. I'm like, it is you. And I'm like, and then I see you looking straight. So I'm putting my arm out the window, and then you kind of look. And then you like look down, and then you're looking at your radio. I'm like, all right. So I sent you a text, but you didn't read it yet. And I'm like, this fool's not reading his text. I'm like, oh, that's good. He doesn't text and drive. I'm like, that's cool. So I'm just going. I'm like looking at the reviews, like for you to like look. And I'm like, I keep pointing at you through the fucking side mirror.
I know. He's like doing that, and I'm like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is this guy? Because I can't tell. You could only see like you had a hat on too, so like I couldn't really tell. And I'm looking, I was like, all right, whatever. But it was just so funny because right when we got up, we were close to the light at this point, and I was like, oh, that's Ray. So then that's when you went into the next lane, and they pulled up, and I was like, what the fuck is this move?
Yeah, it was funny because it's the first time, and I always think about that too when I'm driving. I'm like, I wonder if I'm ever gonna see this fool. But then she was like, what time does he start work? And I was like, I'm not sure. I just know he gets off at 5:30, usually 5:30, 6 o'clock. So maybe.
I normally leave before 7:30. I try to leave before 7:30. But on Fridays I don't have to because there's not that much traffic. It only takes me 45 minutes to get to work, so I can leave. 8:15 is pushing it, but like between 8 o'clock and 8:10, if I leave, I'll make it on time.
Cool.
So the rest of my week, I got there on time, and I'm just like,
why?
Well, the thing is, look, okay, I got the same. I get it. The bosses want me to be there on time. I understand management, but I'm just like, if the job's getting done and everything's like, what's the big problem? Like, I understand if like there's shit on fire and I should have been there. And like, I take care of my. The way I work is, I do my whole work and then I do tomorrow's because my job obviously comes from Japan, and Japan is like ahead of us. So it's the next day. By the time I'm off, they've started their regular day. Yeah. So they're in maybe an hour and a half. So they've already sent me a bunch of work for the next day. So I get to work on that in like the last half of, not the last half, in like the last hour, I get to get ahead. And that's kind of how I work. So in the morning, there isn't really much like,
urgency.
Yeah, there's no urgency to get there. So I'm like, that's the way I work. But I understand management. Anyway, I was there to work on time. Obviously, the Dodgers win, and I was like, I watched that was a full game that not one of the very few ones, but I watched that. And yesterday, I made a pork butt. I smoked a pork butt. Got up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I was going to bring you some, but we had extra guests.
No, you're good. Yeah, you're good.
So that shit was... But it was pretty good. And... So I'm riding high too, man. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. My rating is 8. 8 o'clock. My rating is 8. So
was that their first time smoking a pork butt?
A pork butt, yeah, dude. Well, the thing is, at first, see, this is another story. They had given my mom this like big piece of meat, right? And we thought it was brisket. So I was prepping to cook a brisket. So this thing, it was frozen, so I started thawing it out on Wednesday. It went defrosting from Wednesday up until I put it in a cooler so it wouldn't like quickly do it. Then on Friday night, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna dry brine it overnight, and then in the morning get up early and then start smoking it. So when I cut the package, the whole thing falls apart. Like two big pieces fall apart. And I'm looking at it, I was like, oh, and then there's bone in it. I was like, oh, this is not a brisket.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, like what am I gonna do now? So like last minute, I'm like looking at recipes. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna do both. I'll just smoke half of it, and then the second half I'll make carnitas. So that way, I can be smoking one all day, and the other one I can just kind of like quick prep type deal. So, but yeah, dude, I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning, prep my my grill. And I do lump coal. I don't do propane or anything. I need it now. I want to get a smoker because I'm like, I get why a lot of people now smoke with a smoker because it's just you just put it in there and then you just forget about it. Man, every like half hour I had to go check, and luckily I got a really good grill. It's one of those Weber ones, so it just keeps everything at a stable. So I didn't really need to go every 30 minutes, but
it's always good to check.
I kind of was a little like scared about it that it would like run away, and it kind of ran away from me a little bit a couple times, but it wasn't to like a big deal, but it was pretty good.
That's good, man. That's awesome. All right, while we end our mental health check of the week, I do want to preference and bring up, if you are going through some things and you are having ill thoughts, bad thoughts, you can reach out and dial 988, the suicide and crisis hotline, and they will assist you in whatever needs you need. Please, it's better to talk to somebody or get help than for you to leave this earth. Somebody wants you here. Somebody needs you here. So don't feel like you're alone.
Future you needs you here.
Yes, definitely. If you talk to Carlos always talks about future you. And, future you needs you here. Because there was a suicide of a NFL player that just happened a couple days ago, or last weekend maybe, or something like that. And he was young. He's like 24, 25 years old. He was still playing, football. And it just shows you, like, it doesn't matter how much money you make. Doesn't matter where you are in life, what stardom you have in life. Everyone goes through the same shit, same problems. And it's very good to always check in on yourself and know what's going on with yourself, because it can run away with you, like you were talking about with smoking the. It could run away pretty fast. And you can end up realizing, man, I'm in a hole that I've never thought I could be in, and you might not get out. And that's one of those things where you need to pay attention to yourself, and others too, but obviously yourself. For obviously yourself is the most important, right? Checking in on yourself and making sure you're all right. All right. Like I mentioned before, November is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And from one brother to another, I appreciate you, and I hope you are doing okay. And I want to make sure I say that to everybody that knows me, everybody that follows us in general. We do want to say we hope you're doing all right, and if you're not, please go seek help. If you need me, you need Chris, we're just a phone call away, text away, and we're sure to help. We're here.
Definitely.
You need the ear, you need eyes, eyes, need ears, you need somebody to talk to.
You need somebody to see you?
Yeah, for real.
We see you.
We see you.
We see you.
We see you. All right. I just want to stop everything right now, and I do want to give you your flowers. I've been with you for a long time, known you for a long time. Everything you've done for your mom, your sister, everybody in your family, I just want to give you your flowers for that. You do a lot of shit for your family. You do a lot of shit for yourself. Everything you take care of and shit like that. I know you guys are a little tight-knit family, so everything you do for them, is for everybody. So I do want to stop, give you your flowers for that.
Thank you, man. I do appreciate that.
And I do want to make that a regular thing, because I do see there's this video I saw on TikTok of a daughter giving her dad flowers, and the dad's like, "Why are you giving me flowers?" And she's like, she says that line like, "Men never get their flowers until they're dead," and that hit me in the heart. So, and it's true. A lot of times, what they say. There's another quote too that I heard where they say the kid or the son always gets the flowers, not the father that showed him all the stuff or whatever. I know I'm butchering it, but it's basically the same thing. Like the fathers or the men, a lot of men don't get the flowers until they're gone, right? And they're the ones that are in the, you know, grinding and taking care of their families and raising kids and stuff like that. And they're kind of not seen. They're in the background, you know, doing all that stuff. So I want to try to make that more of a regular thing for us, is to give flowers to everybody. So all you guys out there too who are doing your thing, you know, keep doing your thing. Here's your flower moment. We appreciate your families, appreciate you, you know, whatever you do. I know you probably don't get to hear that a lot, but we appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing, and
we celebrate your silent effort.
Yes, that's a great one. Yep. Awesome. All right, man. Moving on to I know I brought this up a couple episodes ago. This guy followed Devin Justice. He had a clip of that he was going through, talking about depression, and I wanted to bring it up because it is Mental Awareness Month. So the first one is: you learn that depression isn't crying in the dark, but smiling in public and falling apart in silence. You don't look sad, you look functional, and that's the scary part. And that, I think we've talked about that a lot, about being what do they call that? What is that?
Functional depression.
Functional depression. And I know I do that. That's probably my silent killer, is like, even if I'm going through a lot of shit, I don't seem like something's wrong with me. I'm just fucking going through life like it's regular shit. So that is, if you feel that, try to sit back and realize, like, you know, I might need to talk about this, because, you know, those are the one things where you know, you get in a little groove and you're just, you know, you're probably going through some shit and it's not sinking in, and you're just letting it run your mind. And, you know, those are the ones where kill you silently, because you're just, you know, you're stressing about it. You're not sleeping well, but you're waking up, you're going to work every day, and you're acting like you're okay, but you're not okay. And you just need somebody to talk to. And a lot of times it's just those words that you just talk to somebody a little bit about it, and kind of lessens the weight on your shoulders and stuff.
You let it out.
So I think that's one thing that we need to make it more regular too. The second one is: motivation doesn't disappear. It gets buried underneath exhaustion. You are not lazy. Your mind's been sprinting while your body's standing still. And that, another one, that's just probably like the first one, where your mind is just constantly thinking about shit, especially when you're in depression or when you're stressing about shit, or even when you're grieving. Like, your body doesn't have nothing to do with how tired you are or why you're tired. It's your mind, especially when you can't sleep, or that's all you're thinking about all day, every day, because you're stressing about shit, or, you know, you're going through some shit. Your mind makes you exhausted, and you don't know that until you start realizing, like, I haven't done anything today, but I'm laying in bed all day and I'm tired. You know, so that's a good thing to know too. I'm fine if you're looking
for red flags, that's a red flag. You know, people don't really put two and two together.
Yeah.
So just a little FYI.
No, that's 100%, because that's something that's happened to me before, where, like I mentioned before, where I've laid in bed I'd wake up 7 o'clock and laid in bed until 12, and then got up to go to work. And that happened like a couple weeks straight in a row. This is obviously before I started working out, but that's when you start understanding, like, oh, I'm in a rut. Like, something's wrong. Like, I'm not getting up. I'm just laying in bed. And then I'm going to work, coming home, go to sleep, wake up, do the same shit. Stay in bed for 5 hours before I go to work, when I should be getting up trying to do shit. But, yeah. All right. I'm fine is a survival script. Sometimes it means I don't have the energy to explain how bad it really is. And I think that right there, I think Addison's talked about that before, where, you know, you're kind of, I don't want to say embarrassed. You don't want to tell somebody how bad it really is. you're uncomfortable for trying to tell somebody. Maybe you just think that they're not gonna understand. But saying something is saying little is better than saying nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
That's good.
That's what I would say. Because even if you just said, "Hey, dude, could we hang out? Because I'm just going through some shit and I just need to take my mind off some shit."
Mm-hmm.
You don't gotta tell them why. You don't gotta tell them what's going on. Obviously, if you're not ready to, but maybe how you were saying about going and, everything that you talk about doesn't need to be, oh, we need to go sit down and talk. Like it could be, hey, we're gonna go karting. Hey, we're gonna go golfing. Hey, we're gonna go shoot some hoops, or that type of shit.
Yeah.
Next one is you stop judging yourself for the bad days. Sometimes sorry, my bad. You stop judging yourself for the bad days. Sometimes winning means showering, eating, and not letting your thoughts talk to you of both.
Talk you out of both? What?
Talk you out of both. Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry. You stop judging yourself for the bad days. Sometimes winning means showering, eating, and not letting your thoughts talk you out of both. Okay, now it makes sense.
I think this one right here. Hold on. That might make it a little easier to read. Wait, I think they put it in the wrong spot. There you go. You stop judging yourself for the bad days. Yes. Sometimes winning means showering, eating, and not letting your thoughts talk you out of doing both.
Correct.
There we go.
We just needed the comma. We needed a comma.
We needed a comma. We needed punctuation, boys and girls.
Yeah. And that goes with always making sure that you're checking in on yourself, that you're eating, you're hydrating yourself, and you're not letting yourself getting too low, because that has a lot to do with your depression too. Mm-hmm. It's when you don't have no fuel in the body, you're dehydrated, you're not eating.
Drink some water right now. Drink some water.
Definitely drink some water. I forgot my water bottle downstairs. My throat's getting kind of dry. But again, like I said, it's always stacking the wins, bro. You are gonna fail. I've talked to AJ about this. Mm-hmm. Super hard for me to start working out, bro. And you get those days where you just don't want to go work out. I was like, dude, I've made this joke many times. Like, there's a point in time where I didn't even go in the garage because I didn't want to see the workout equipment, because I'm like, I know I'm supposed to be working out, right? And for me, it was just like out of sight, out of mind type shit. Like, if I don't see you, I don't gotta do it. And it's very hard to day after day go in there and work out, because there's days where I'm like, hell yeah, I'm ready to work out, and there's days where I go and I'm like, I don't even want to do this shit. And that's with taking pre-workout. So it's like, even you can't say, oh yeah, just take pre-workout, because there's days where you take pre-workout and you just don't feel it. Like, it's like nothing. Like, you didn't take shit. But you still gotta go, get down dirty and force yourself to do it, because at the same time, those are probably one of my best workouts I get. It's like when I don't want to do it and I start working out, and then all of a sudden I'm halfway through my workout, I'm like, fuck, like, I'm actually fucking killing this shit. So next one is, healing doesn't make you happy, it makes you more honest. I stopped pretending that it made me weak and started realizing my pain made me aware. That's a very direct one.
You know what? Just to touch on that a little bit, I've been looking at a lot of like videos, obviously, on mental health, and I think one thing that a big misconception, I guess, healing or being healed for people, I guess, overarching like mentality is there's a place where you're gonna be at and there's a finish line. I don't think healing is that way. I think healing is like learning, like how, I guess, the tidbits that we talk about is like you're like getting up, doing these things. It's little increment wins, and then being aware of them more than not. That's your healing path. And there is no finish line. Like, you have to keep at it. I think that's one thing that people forget. Because they're just like, hey, man, I just want to be healed.
Mm-hmm.
And in my mind, I'm just like, hey, you want to get to a finish line that there isn't one. You got to keep working on it.
Yeah, and I think you're talking about like healing as in like, if you want to put it into this perspective, when you get sick, they give you medicine to heal your sickness, right? So that you don't get it back again. You take these vaccines so you don't ever get this sickness again. Depression, grief, all that stuff, you can't make it go away. Like it's not gonna go away, right? You're doing all this shit to make sure that you can carry that with you and make it easier to handle while you have it, because it's never gonna go away. Just like addiction, right? Addiction doesn't matter how many days sober you are, doesn't matter how long you are sober for. You can be sober for 20 years and then there's just one day you have one bad day. You take a drink and now you're back on the path again, and all those 20 years are gone. Right? So I think that is a great
I think I just thought about it right now. Healing is you building the tools for you to be able to handle the stressful, hard situation, those crazy, grief and like you said, addiction and all that stuff. You're just building yourself the tools that you use.
Yep.
But also don't cope with things, because that would be a bad healing. Like obviously I can tell like in an immediate that might help, but I don't think it's a good tool to rely on solely.
No, yeah, that's perfect way to explain that. All right, next one is joy can exist in small doses like sunlight, laughter, peace. They don't fix everything, but they remind me that there's still something worth staying here for.
Get out and touch some grass.
Yeah, touch some grass. Stop staring at your phone. Stop being on your tablet. Go outside without no shoes on. What do they say?
Get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Smoke a pork butt.
I have to wake up every 30 minutes to check it just to make sure it's not, getting out of hand. But yeah, man, I think that's probably one of the most important things is getting yourself to get up and do shit. I mean, whether it's you getting up to do laundry, whether it's you getting up to clean the house, whether is that, you to get up and go do some errands, whether it's to go outside and do some yard work or whatever, like go get up and do something, dude. Like
fold that stack of clothes that you washed.
Yeah. Not just sitting there in the corner because you're lazy and didn't want to fold them. So it has to do with everything. Your life in a nutshell is having to do something. Like you can't just sit there and not do anything. It kind of messes you up in a way because you just let that depression or, that other stuff stack on you as you're going through it. So if you're not doing anything every day you do that, more and more stress, grief, and depression, sadness just stacks on, and it gets worse and worse as you sit there.
And we're not saying just don't have a place where you're not gonna not do nothing. If you're gonna do if you're not gonna do nothing, do it intentional. Don't let it just be the way you're doing it. Yeah. Like, I think that's that's
yeah.
Does that make sense the way I'm saying it?
If you're saying, hey, today I'm gonna take a rest day.
Yeah.
I'll call it right. Like I'm intentional as in I need to sit back because I've been working out too much. I need a rest day. So that's what he means. Be intentional, right? If you're gonna be, hey, I'm gonna wake up today and I'm just gonna relax. That's being intentional about not doing anything.
Yeah.
Right. Don't be like, hey, I wake up, I don't feel well, and not saying you're sick. I'm saying I'm depressed and I'm not feeling like doing anything. I'm just gonna lay here. Like that's basically the two difference, right? You're waking up and you're letting your depression choose for you
not to do anything. Exactly. Yeah.
So that's actually a great point. All right, last one is depression doesn't make you broken. It actually makes you human. Surviving every day. Wait, surviving every I can't. Oh yeah, surviving every I can't do this day means you already did. And I think that those were the ones where they say on TikTok, the little ones where they go, hey, you made it till today. That's your best. That's the best goal you did, or that's the finished goal you did, or what is it? That's fucking. How do they say that shit on TikTok? You made it to. Oh, you woke up this morning, and that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
right? So when you're going through some shit and you know you're like, oh, I don't want to be here. Just what do they say? Oh, just wait till tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just keep saying that. Wait till tomorrow. Wait till tomorrow. So
Mm-hmm.
you get here. You stay here. You don't want to end it. It's not like there's nothing for you on the other side. It's not. It's not gonna make anything better. It's not gonna make any. You know, it's just gonna hurt a lot of people around you,
Mm-hmm.
and make it worse. So we all want you to stay here.
Do your 1%.
Yep.
Get up and fix your bed at least 1%.
Yep.
That's the one thing that I do have. Like, sometimes I don't want to do something, but I'll and this goes back to another video that I watched where it says the 2-minute rule. Have you heard of that?
Mm-mm.
If you want to build a habit, but you want, like, let's say, I want to get up at, well, no, that's not a good example. Let's say I want to work out, right? Get up and do 2 minutes of it. 2 minutes is not a lot, but it's enough of a quote unquote goal that you can do, that it's something, right? And I'm in my mind, I'm bringing the 2-minute rule and the 1%. It's kind of the same thing. Do that 1%, do the 2 minutes or whatever. Eventually, 2 minutes for a workout is nothing,
Yeah.
right? Then you want to do more. Then you do 3, 4, half an hour or whatever. I need to do a little bit more of that. So
You need to show up on Saturdays. That's what you need to do.
yeah, sure. We'll make that New Year's goal.
Oh my god! All right, man. All right, I had a poll question.
I'm here.
You are
We're
here.
just not working.
Yeah, we're just not working out. I had a poll, right? And this poll was kind of weird because I saw it on a TikTok from another podcast. But if you've watched the Avengers, I think it's not Avengers, but Captain America: Civil War. Tony Stark at the end. Oh, spoiler! Sorry.
Spoiler alert.
If you haven't watched Civil War, then
If you haven't watched Winter Soldier,
I don't know what to do for you because this has been out for a long time. So, but spoiler, Civil War, Captain America. Tony Stark finds out that the Winter Soldier, which is Bucky, which is Captain America's best friend, killed his parents. Right at the end, and I think the poll was, if your friend. You found out your friend was brainwashed and killed your parents. And then all of a sudden, obviously, he gets better, right? He's not brainwashed anymore.
mm-hmm.
Are you sympathetic to that, where you're looking at him and you're being like, it wasn't you? Or are you still seeing red and being like, you know what? I don't give a fuck if it was you or it was the brainwash. I'm going to, like, you're dead, basically.
That's a tough one because, like, what do you do? That I know this is a hypothetical, and it's very hard for me to, like. You got brainwashed and you couldn't do nothing about it, or in my mind it's like, do you still have agency while you're brainwashed? Is it or not? I don't really know. I don't know. I think honestly, like, my first knee-jerk reaction would be like, man, these hands are gonna be rated E because it's for everyone, bro.
That's
like for real, like, what do you do?
His hands, his feet. I'll be stopping the shit out of you,
dude. Like, for real, like, I think in my mind, like, I guess I just don't know, right? What level of control you have, because I guess the way they made it seem in the movie was like he had no control over what he did, and obviously, then what do you do?
But
like,
the thing is, though, they make you understand in the movie, like, he doesn't remember anything when he's under.
Yeah.
So even with, like, him, like,
see, at that point, it's like he's a hammer, right? What are you gonna do? Beat up a fucking hammer? Like, no.
Yeah.
But, like, then he's not a hammer. Like, he's the person.
So I guess what the question stems down to is, are you, if say they captured him and the choices are, do you execute him for his actions, or do you let him serve time as what happened.
I think I am more merciful, and I would say let him serve the time or whatever.
I don't know.
But you pushing the button?
I'm pushing the button.
You pushing the button? Push your button.
Yeah, I mean, look, man. I mean, you know me. I'm very like.
There's a line in the sand,
Yeah,
and you're either on it or you're either on one side or the other.
Yeah, and I just that's just the way I was brought up, and that's the way I've kind of built my life around. It's like you're either with me or you're against me, and if you're against me, then that's what it is, right? It's that's how I've always been. I mean, that's how I've grown up, and I mean, I don't think I've ever can change that. I mean, there's maybe. I think first, because if you tell me if it's knee-jerk reaction, so if you told me in that moment, this is what happened, I need to make a decision right now. There's no other decision for me.
Yeah, that I understand.
You know,
but to me, the thing about that, when I really analyze a situation about that, obviously, this is you in hindsight thinking about these things.
Yeah,
this would be me. Where is the space for redemption, right? And that's what really gets me. And we've talked about, and I think this might be like a same theme that I've always said. Like, to me, it's like, hey, if you wrong me and something happens, like, all right, I get it. I'm gonna learn from it. I'm definitely not gonna forget it. But you might or might not be in my life anymore. Like, that's just kind of the way it is. But to me, like, I'm always gonna see that redemption, like, because and I think more of it, I'm thinking about myself, like, if I were to do something, like, would I get that redemption? And it's funny to me because I think about these things, I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, maybe it's a lot of like religion that I kind of like subconsciously take on, because that's kind of like what they talk about, right? Obviously, it's like redemption. Now, does everyone deserve it? That's where I grapple with it.
Yeah.
Does everyone deserve it? Do you deserve to judge on other people's actions also? That's another thing that I wrestle with. Because that's obviously you're judging, and also, can you be that executioner for whatever decision that you're making?
Yeah, hold that burden of like, oh, I sent him to death.
Exactly. Yeah. Or we fought, or we did this and that and the other thing. These are the things that I struggle with, and I like to be like, and we've talked about it. I was like, I'm very in the gray area on a lot of those things because I just don't know, man. And I'd rather give myself the space to not be wrong for future me, because I don't want to get into a decision to where I'm gonna regret it later on. Does that make sense?
No.
In my brain, it made sense.
It makes sense because because I understand where you're coming from. You're like, I rather feel it out and figure out at the end, being like, all right, I made the right choice. Then, hey, I'm gonna make this choice right now because this is the way I feel. And then at the end, be like, oh fuck, maybe I shouldn't have made that choice. Maybe I should have let it simmer a little bit and then make a better
that was the whole point in the movie.
There's another choice that's better than what I chose.
Well, that was the point in the movie, right? Because I think Tony saw the video, but he didn't know he was brainwashed, then he went on a rampage, and then all of a sudden it was like, okay, well, he was brainwashed. So I don't know.
No, yeah, it's 100%. Because then at the end of it, obviously, if you watch the movies, he comes to peace with it, right? Because he understands what happened and why it was like that and all that stuff like that. So, yeah, 100%. Have you seen that movie? Actually, before we move on, have you seen that movie, House of Dynamite?
No.
On Netflix?
No.
Really good movie.
Which one's that? Is that the one with Nicolas Cage? No.
No. It's
might be thinking of a different one.
It has Idris Elba. He's the president of the United States. And then the other people, I don't really know their names. But basically, just little info about them. Yeah, info about the movie, right? It's just basically somebody's sending nuclear missiles at the United States. But they don't know who it is. And basically, at the end of the movie... do you want me to tell you? Or are you gonna watch it?
Oh, spoilers? I don't know.
Spoiler. Okay.
Spoiler.
Spoiler. So I honestly, it's been on Netflix for fucking I think a month now. So whatever.
A month?
Yeah, whatever, bro.
You better have watched it by this Wednesday because.
So all I'm gonna say is at the
skip
end
the next 3 minutes.
It's
okay.
it's
Go ahead.
basically,
Tell me.
Well, you remember we watched Vantage Point. Remember watching Vantage Point?
Yeah, but I forgot.
So
like I've seen that movie.
It's basically a movie where a specific action or a specific event happens, and they just recap the event through different every people's like version of it. Yeah. Right to the end. Same kind of aspect of the movie, but it's a version of the event is a nuclear bomb coming to. It's gonna land in the U.S. And I hate the ending because you don't see like you know that it hits the U.S. but you don't know what happens after that. Oh, you don't know his decision. You don't know like what happens from his decision, right? And so basically the decision was, all right, we've tried to intercept the missile, blah blah, it doesn't happen, and the bomb's gonna hit the U.S. The president has to decide because he doesn't know who did it. Or who sent the missile, and everyone's saying we didn't do it. Do I just go nuclear and bomb everyone?
He rated E, huh? He just rated E.
He rated the missiles for everyone. And so I was like, that's an interesting thing to talk about because it's like, do I, and to our point of, your point of like, you're the type of person like I like to give myself space to make the right decision.
Sometimes you can't.
In that point, people are gonna die.
Hard. Yeah,
and nobody's gonna be like, if you say, "Hey, we're not gonna bomb anybody yet," everyone's gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Like millions of people just died, and you're not gonna do anything. And I think that's where your point of like, space.
Yeah. See, in that situation, obviously you don't really know. You kill the rest of the people.
There's like, do you see red and you say, "Fuck it, bomb everyone"?
Everybody?
Like, you know,
give me all the codes. Okay. hit all those buttons like it's a piano. Just fucking. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a tough one, man.
Yeah. I just hated the ending because it's like, to me, I was like, I wanted to see the outcome. Like, even if it was the outcome of like him deciding like, this is what I'm gonna do and we're gonna bomb everyone, I just wanted to see it. But you didn't. Like my brother, I was telling because he's the one that asked me to watch the movie, and he was like, yeah, they just kind of leave it up to you. Like, what would you do? And I'm like, I don't want to know what I would do because I would never be in that position. I want to know what that fucking actor wanted.
I'm not the president.
Oh my god, man.
I want to know. Do I need to prepare? Do I need to get in my bunker or not?
No, but it's fucking nuts, bro. Like, if you just watch it, it's a really good movie, bro. Like, I like the movie, like the way they kind of constructed it, the different vantage points, and how everyone was trying to come up to that part of the movie, and to me, it's pretty cool. So if you haven't watched it yet, watch it.
Or just recap it here on the Werkz.
Yep, 100%. All right, going on to our coming in hot. It was just one video I sent you. It's that spider web they found.
Oh, the biggest spider web, spider nest. That was like a whole like cliff.
That shit was fucking the way. And then for this guy to be like, "Hey, I'm just gonna touch the web." I was like, "Man, imagine if you would have touched it and your hand got stuck." And then now, if you pulled that and it like I started thinking about all this other shit. Like, why are you touching the web? Right? Because there's a million things that can go wrong in that fucking scenario.
I've always wondered why people see something dangerous and they're like, I want to touch it. I've never understood that level of like impulsivity.
Or interest. It's like, oh yeah, you know what? This might hurt me, but I'm still gonna touch it. I might die.
No. I that I understand because sometimes you can, it's kind of like a rush, like bungee jumping. Like, who was the first person to be like, "Hey, I'm gonna strap a parachute and then just jump out this plane"? Like, I understand. First people doing that, but like things that don't have like a reward, I guess.
Yeah, why?
Yeah, is that like sometimes like action sports and shit like that? The reward is adrenaline.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're doing. But for that, is that adrenaline? Like, I don't know what this huge ass web, what lies behind this thing, but I'm gonna touch it. What? I don't get it.
That's gonna be the spider from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Nah, hell no.
Is it I just watched that movie where it died.
Yeah.
I think it was the Half Blood Prince, where they see it all dead, and he goes Aragog.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I saw that video and I was just like, man, like, a million things can go wrong with this. Like, why were you even touching the web? Like,
have you seen those trees with the spiders?
Yeah.
The ones that have like it looks like bark, but then he touches it and it's like, and it's like, I don't know if it's millions, but it's a shitload of fucking spiders.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, and then like, what if they think that you're trying to harm them? Like, what if they just start attacking you? I know spiders don't really do that, but it's like they think your hand is caught in the web and it's food, and there's millions of them on that fucking web. Like, hey, dog. Like, I just started thinking about a lot of shit, and I think the one thing that made me
we're lucky spiders aren't as big as piranhas.
For us. Hey, dog.
We're
lucky the spiders don't get bigger than your hand, like fist up, because that is.
Hey, unless you're in fucking Australia, the fuck those wolf spiders.
Oh, that's true.
Nah, I'm good.
And those actually attack you too.
One place I never want to go is Australia.
I was telling my brother,
like, I want to go to New Zealand, but that's like right
same
next.
thing.
Yeah, but I'm like,
isn't New Zealand where they have the ones that they it's that time of year where all the spiders have the webs on the poles?
Oh, you mean where like it gets covered in web everywhere and shit, and it looks like snow, but
yeah, but it's actually webs.
Yeah, I don't know.
You want to go there? Yeah, I'm trying to go there.
I don't know, man. I'm trying to go do a haka, bro.
Why no? But fuck, dog. I mean, let's go time of the year where there's no spiders, because you know that. Imagine walking around and there's like spider webs above you. This motherfucker's walking above you and shit. I'm good.
That or what is it? It's oh my god, I forgot the joke. It was like, where can you see a buff deer, monkey, alligator? It's a fucking kangaroo because his face is like a deer, but he's fucking buff. And he's got like huge chest.
That's funny.
Those fools will square up with people.
No,
man.
dog, bro. There's one. I think there's a video. I think everyone's seen this video of the dad fighting the kangaroo because it's like fucking with either his daughter or
the dog.
son.
I think it was the dog. The one with the dog.
And he punched it, and the fucking kangaroo got up like, "What's up, dog?" Like, I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, these motherfuckers are dope. Oh, their hands are for everybody too.
Nah, see, they do that, but I think they kick you. I wouldn't want to get kicked by one of those.
I don't think you want to get kicked by anything that has that much power. All right, now we're gonna get to the end of the pod. Addison's song of the week.
Addison's song of the week.
If you could pull that up for me.
Addison song of the okay. You know what? I forgot how this works.
Addison song of the week.
Oh, library. Sorry, I just updated my phone, so I don't know how this works.
Song of the week.
And I gotta scroll to the bottom, and it is. Well, he's got. I think did he add 2? Eyes Closed.
Every week he has 1, so it would be 2.
Yeah, so Eyes Closed by Jisoo and Zion, and Pixelated Kisses by Joji.
Ooh, Pixelated Kisses by Joji.
Yep.
All right, thank you, Addison, again.
Thank you, Addison.
For adding a song. Appreciate you, man.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna get to the end of the pod with leave you with this. My leave you with this is you can literally be fighting for your life and some people will only notice how you're not showing up in theirs. And that's another reason why we talk about how you need to give people grace because you don't know what they're going through. Just because they're not showing up in your life doesn't mean that they're just don't want to show up. A lot of times they're going through some shit where, you know, and maybe you should check up on that person.
Yeah.
If that person is not showing up in your life the way you want them to, it's probably because they're going through some shit. And that's probably a red flag of, hey, maybe I should check up on this person.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of being, I don't want to say inconsiderate, but being a jackass and blaming them for not showing up because you think that they're just not showing up because they don't want to. Because a lot of people just are going through some shit and they can't be around people, bro. That is
definitely
facts.
Yeah.
So maybe you should check up on that person. So that's some advice. That's a telltale sign.
Message.
Message. Go check on your people. But yeah, man, that's it for us. Episode 145 of the Werkz, and we'll see you in the next one.
Back, baby. Shout out Juice on the beat.